Good morning, everyone. We're gonna get started. So come on down. So this is such an exciting day. I'm Robert Pompran, the Ayer Town Manager, and it gives me great pleasure on behalf of the Ayer Select Board, represented by Selectman Chris Tavares, who you'll hear from later, to welcome you all not only to the town of Ayer, but to our brand new 21st century playground, which is the real reason we're here today. So I just want to say on behalf of the town of Ayer, we're really excited about this project because this project truly represents a community effort. I mean, in addition to the town of Ayer's support, our Community Preservation Committee worked hard on this. Our Parks Commission from day one worked hard on this. We have Senator Eldridge here today. We received state funding through him and the delegation's efforts for this. I know Commissioner Spinney, Brad Spinney is going to speak later, who had the innovative vision to use some of the trees we couldn't save for the playground in the back. And I also want to just thank everybody from the community that helped, whether it was painting or working on some aspect of it. We should be really proud as a town of this community asset. So with that, I'm going to turn this over to the Master of Ceremonies, and I call him the man, the myth, the legend, Jeff Thomas, recently retired Parks Director who has been in the trenches on this from day one. We still have him working with the department because he's invaluable. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Jeff, who will be our MC for the event. Jeff.
Thank you, Robert. And thank you to the Parks Commission and to our newly hired Parks Director, Sarah Ernst, who are allowing me to be out here to do this. As some of you may know, this project's been something I've been working on for a long time, but not just me, it's been all of you. It's been a community project that's been an immense heavy lift, but worth it. And in the end, it's going to be something that we're all going to be very, very proud of for a long time. Many of us loved the former Kitty Junction. That was just a beautiful park. It was built in 1989. It was also built by volunteers. It was one of the best community projects maybe the town of Ayer has ever seen. But unfortunately, due to a lot of circumstances, it led to us having to remove it, remediate the area, and then find a way to build a new playground. To do that, it took a lot of different things. Of course, fundraising. We're going to hear from some of our people who helped raise the funds for that in just a moment. But it's just something that we are just really appreciative to everybody who put everything into it. The playground's mostly finished, as you can see. Most of the area that you can see right up front here is both accessible and safe. The surface that you see in there, the blue and green, is a specially poured surface that allows you to wheel in any type of apparatus that you might need to get in there, but it's also very safe and soft. When you get a chance to come in after we open the ribbon, you'll really find that it's fun just to even walk on it. That itself is a pleasure. And then, of course, down below, we have Big Board Park, and we're going to have Commissioner Brad Spinney talk about that in a little bit, which was a really fun project for a lot of us. That was a community project that basically was done with volunteers and for services that cost the town nothing. So it was a beautiful thing. But with all that said, we'd like to hear from some of the people who helped finance this project, and we're going to start off with Senator James Eldridge. Please give him a hand.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Jeff. And I know that you just recently retired, but I just want to thank you so much for your service. Ayer has so many special recreational fields and spaces for families to enjoy, so I'd like to give a round of applause for your service and leadership. This is a wonderful turnout on a beautiful day, and I know that Ayer residents, the Neshoba Valley residents, have enjoyed Kitty Junction for many, many years. And when I heard about the playground being shut down a couple years ago due to concerns around the arsenic, I really want to praise Ayer Town Manager Robert Pontran, the Select Board, who I know is represented today by Chris Tavares, former Parks Commission member, reached out to me immediately 2 years ago, so we were able to secure some funding in the FY23 budget. And I have been someone that has really prioritized providing funding for parks, for open space, because it's so important and such a special part of this region. It's such a special reason why so many families live here. Those who grow up here stay here is beautiful playgrounds, and this just looks absolutely incredible. I know it was frustrating for the playground to be shut down, but to have this brand new playground, have it be ADA accessible, so accessible for all children, all families, is so special. And I know Pirone Park in general is a wonderful asset to Ayer. So I want to thank the town for their partnership on this. Also, just want to say welcome to Sarah Ernst, the new director, as well as Commissioner Brad Spinney, and of course I want a big thank you to Janet Provodakis, who's been in touch with me on so many different projects here in Ayer, which I am happy to help, and I know Representative Steen is here. He's been happy to help as well. So I know that the kids are eager to get on the playground, so I'm going to be very brief, but I do want to provide a citation, which I'd like to present to Jeff. So Jeff, if you can come up here. And this is a Senate citation, and it says, "Be it hereby known that the Massachusetts Senate hereby extends its congratulations to the Town of Ayer Parks Department in recognition of the grand reopening of the Kitty Junction Playground at Pirone Park. And be it further known, the Senate extends best wishes for continued success." It's signed by Senate President Spilka and your state Senator Jamie Eldridge. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Senator. That's quite an honor. And of course, we do have two of our commissioners here today. We have Kevin. Come on up, Kevin. And I believe we also have Brad already up here. So we're going to hand this over to you. This is a nice certificate, and we really appreciate it. Our next speaker is going to be Representative Danilo Senna. Let's get a hand for him, please. And his son.
Good morning, everyone. What a great day. I come to events like this with such a pride for the work that the town does. I want to thank Robert Contract for his work. The work that we do in the state level, we can't do it if it isn't for the town's commitment, the town's work. And they tell us the projects that we need every year when the budget comes. I reached out to all my 6 towns and I say, okay, what is a priority? And certainly having 3 young kids myself and understanding how they want to come to playgrounds like this, events like this, I'm really honored, and I want to thank the town for their work. I want to thank Senator Eldridge for helping us secure this funding. It's a partnership. Every time, even in Acton, we had a couple years ago we had a playground, a ribbon at a playground, and events like this really makes me very proud to represent our community who cares for the well-being of our youngsters. They learn by playing. This is so important and vital for our community to young kids to grow and learn. So with that, I also want to thank everyone here who have done terrific work to make sure we got to this day. And we're happy to continue more funding, future funding for events, projects like this to increase the quality of life for the youngest and also for adults. So certainly want to thank everyone for doing this. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Senna. And thank you for hearing us out for all the stuff. Obviously, we have a lot of people we want to thank for all the effort they put into it. We do have lots of snacks and drinks in back, so if you'd like to help yourself while we finish up with our discussion, we'd help yourself. But next up, we do have a representative from the CPC committee. If you're not familiar with what that is, I believe our chairman is going to point out what that is exactly. And her name is Janet Provodakis. Let's hear it for her, please.
Everybody, CPC stands for Community Preservation Committee. It's the CPA funds that you all who are property owners go ahead and have this little surcharge that's attached to your real estate. taxes and your property tax, and it goes ahead and puts inside a bucket that we get to use. One of them is for open space and rec, and I think Representative Senna went ahead and said it where you guys supported this wholeheartedly. Everything was unanimous at the 2022 town meeting and 2023, where we were able to fund not only the remediation, which means getting rid of all the arsenic, the soil, some of the trees, sorry to hear, but then we also too paid for, again, out of the monies that you all approved, for all the structures that you go ahead and see here for the equipment. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and just say thank you very much for coming out and for your support, and let's keep on going that we make Ayer the best place possible to live. All right? So thank you.
Okay, thank you, Janet. I just talked to Mr. Tavares, Select Board Member Tavares. He has asked to skip his turn because he knows kids want to go and play on the playground. So let's give a hand for Chris to acknowledge that. We actually did want to give for one more speaker, and that is going to be Brad Spinney, Commissioner of the Parks Department, and also the architect of our Big Board Park. Here we go.
Thank you, everyone. First off, I just want to say thank you, Jamie Eldridge, thank you, Sina, for coming out here today. Thank you, everybody, actually. This is great. I'll just try and make it quick. I just want to say thank you to my dad, Dan Dugas, to Bill Cody, who's sitting out there. Without those two, this playground wouldn't have been done so fast. And thank you to all my friends and to all the town members that came out, like Chris Valentine, and Kevin and his kids, and Ian and his family, if they're here, and everybody else. It was an awesome community project, and I was happy to have people help. It was great. So I'm just going to stop there and go enjoy. Thank you.
Thanks, Brad. And we're just going to finish up with just a couple more thank yous. We want to thank, of course, our Park Commission and our previous Parks Commissioners who have been working on this for decades, honestly. It's been a long time. Also, the Parks Department staff. We have Hannah and Nathan and Matthew, who have just been working nonstop for the last couple of years on getting all this stuff done behind the scenes. They can't be here today, but we really appreciate what they did. The Select Board, of course, and previous members who have been very supportive of what we've been doing here. Town Manager Robert Pompriant and Assistant Town Manager Carly Antonellis, who I thought would be here, but unfortunately we don't see her today. But she did a lot of things for us as well. We had an Eagle Scout, Sohail Patel. He actually put together the sign for Big Board Park for us, and that was really a big help, and we really appreciate that. The Groton School sent out a group of about 20 students to work on Big Board Park as well, part of that volunteer effort. And Bill and Joey Sakman, who did a lot of the main carpentry work. They're professional carpenters who came down and put the main features together for us on that. And of course, the many volunteers who helped make this project happen. So with all that said, let's get on, and we're going to have our ribbon cutting ceremony and open up the playground. So we're going to ask Jason Mayo, longtime former Parks Commission chairman, to do the ribbon cutting for us. He wanted the big scissors. But just very quickly, Jason, nobody's worked harder on this project than Jason over the last 10, 15 years. He's just done so much. Please, let's give him a big hand for all that he did. Thank you so much, Jason.
Hey, Avery, stop. And then you go to the top, it slides.
Okay, before you go, don't go. Just want to say, still plenty of food and snacks for anyone who wants to do things. We do have a nice activity down below. If you would like to do some hand painting, you can put your handprint on Big Board Park down there. So that's something you can do. We're going to have softball hitting over here. We're going to have cornhole. We have all kinds of fun things going on. But aside from that, thank you everyone for coming out. Really appreciate it. We hope you had a great time. Really enjoyed this park. You deserved it. Thank you so much.